specimen this young man is.
No me preocupo pelear por ningún peleador. Soy de las personas cuando me dan un peleador, peleamos.
But he's got to watch out for the heavy hands of Brad Tavares.
I come to fight no matter what. If we gotta go 1 round, 2 rounds, or all 3 rounds.
Yoel Romero versus Brad Tavares is a middleweight contender fight between two guys with a lot of promise. In Yoel Romero, you have perhaps one of the best wrestlers to ever compete in mixed martial arts, and he's on a 3-fight win streak inside the octagon.
There's one thing you can say about Tavares, he's one tough kid.
Brad Tavares is also on a win streak, a 5-fight win streak.
Big right hand inside for Tavares.
Both guys are on a collision course to a top contender status.
Yo no busco el knockout, yo no lo salgo a buscar. Mis golpes son pesados, es lo que pasa.
He definitely has power in his punches, but my striking is better. I'll beat him to the punch every time.
Olympic silver medalist Yoel Romero, 3-0 in the UFC, battles the Hawaiian Brad Tavares inside the octagon. Coming up next, right here on Fox.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. The Hawaiian is 26, the Cuban Olympian 10 years his elder. Tavares is a bit taller, will have a slight reach advantage to officially get things started. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Orlando, Florida for UFC on Fox. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 7 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Pinar del Rio, Cuba, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Kailua, Hawaii, Brad Tavares. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, George Ortiz.
George Ortiz, our referee. There is Christy, Ariani, our entire crew. Glad to be together tonight in Orlando for Fox UFC Saturday. Tavares, Romero. Time. Here we go. Our fight clock is brought to you by the Elder Scrolls Online. Buy now for PC and Mac. Join us. Rated M for mature. The more mature man, 36-year-old Yoel Romero, the southpaw, against the 26-year-old Hawaiian, Brad Tavares. And when you speak of Joe, known around the world for his wrestling, you speak of a man like Romero, who won a silver medal in the Olympics.
What I'm amazed with is how good he's gotten so quickly with his striking.
Yes.
And that's just what comes from that elite athleticism. The ability to get great at anything is his ability to move differently than other people do. And he's very calm and relaxed inside the octagon, almost lulls guys into a false sense of security because he'll throw things at like a 50% pace and then explode on you.
Yeah. And that's what you want to do. You want to change those gears.
Yeah, but he's very unique with his approach.
There you see kind of the 50% that you spoke of. Romero, one of many fighters.
Oh, there's a beautiful straight left.
Yeah, and a couple big hard shots.
And he tags Tavares and look at ragdolled into the ground. That's the kind of takedowns you get when you're an Olympic silver medalist.
Oh my goodness. Romero, one of many fighters tonight, Joe, representing American Top Team.
Romero may be trying to set up a Darce here, Mike. Nope.
All of his wins have come by knockout. Every fight a finish.
And people have taken him down before. And one of the reasons why they've taken him down is because he's so loose with his striking and so relaxed in his knowledge that he can get back up.
Dan Henderson, Daniel Cormier, two-time Olympians that fight in the UFC. Lombard, Romero, Ronda Rousey, Sarah McMahon, of course, Olympians as well. Nice knee. And again.
Oh my goodness.
Nasty.
That was beautiful.
Right into side control.
There's never been a rose more beautiful than that. That's amazing technique and just strength and explosion. And into side control here, and Brad Tavares in some serious trouble here.
Tavares has gotten better with every one of his 5 straight wins. And he's fought in enemy territory before.
The
Fought
situation
Tom
is,
Watson in the UK.
when a guy can ragdoll you the way Romero's been doing to him, it's very disheartening.
Yes.
And now he's got his hands clasped together behind Tavares, kicks his leg out.
Takes you right out of your game plan, Joe.
It's humiliating. I mean,
Trying to
Tavares'
work
best chance is with the stand-up. He knew that coming into this fight, but the way Romero's been throwing him around, it's got to be frustrating.
Under 2 on the clock here in the first of 3 scheduled rounds of 5 minutes each.
And note how Romero's doing this. He's controlling Tavares' wrist. He's holding on to the wrist of his left arm, and now he clasps it with his right arm.
Well, he's neutralizing, but he's not scoring.
But Tavares always has to wait until this happens.
Right back up, at least on his way up. There he goes. But now he needs to break free. And he'd like to strike on the exit. Knee by Romero. And again. Drops down for the single.
Tavares got free and landed a good shot and a good knee.
He's got time to work here, Joe. 50 seconds.
And this is where Tavares wants to be. This is his move. But he tied up with him.
Tavares tried to fight off that takedown. Romero was relentless.
But he can't tie up with this guy. When he gets close, he's got to push off and create space.
Romero spins.
Tavares is back up. And look at this, Tavares gets a single himself. And Romero's turning him over. Romero's looking for a Kimura.
15 seconds. A good start for the Olympic silver medalist.
You got to admire how scrappy Tavares is here.
Tiempo. Time.
The Fram Cam is brought to you by
Deep breath, deep
Browne.
breath.
Oil change done right.
Deep breath, deep breath.
Ray Sefo.
Deep breath. That's all he's got. He's got no more. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, Prince, I need you to go out and get the dark. It's got a little bit of a cut. I think he's gonna be okay, but just get the dark cut. Okay. Work off your jab. Find your range. Okay, he's getting in on inside. Sometimes when he does that stupid, silly kick, make him pay for it. Just a little bit of a cut there.
A little cut.
Yeah.
Sugarfoot wants a little attention to be given to his fighter.
Yeah. He's tired already, Brad. That's all he's got. He's tired already.
And here you see Romero explode with that left hand, and here's a beautiful slam. Right into side control.
4 takedowns in round 1 for Yoel Romero.
Interesting that Ray Sefo in the corner of Brad Tavares believes that Yoel Romero is exhausted now. I see no evidence of that.
Not right there. 5 takedowns.
Yeah, and again, immediately takes Tavares down. Inside control. One of the reasons why I disagree with Ray is because he's so relaxed in there. I don't think he uses up that much energy. He has the initial bursts in the takedowns, but then he's so dominant in his control, and he's so good at controlling his pace and relaxing when he's in dominant positions.
And he has done it at the highest level.
Look at that. Beautiful job by Tavares getting back up to his feet. Nicely
and
done.
Did it for over a decade as one of the elite wrestlers
Head
in
kick,
the world.
knee.
This is what Ray Sefo wants from his young Hawaiian fighter. Tavares, as I mentioned, fighting in enemy territory before. Fought Tom Watson in the UK, Ricky Fukuda in Japan, and in Indiana against the Indiana native, Bubba McDaniel. Now Romero right here in Florida.
Well, if Romero is slowing down, this is where Tavares can come on strong.
And he thought even with a full gas tank, Joe, that he would be the faster fighter.
Oh, beautiful elbow there by Romero.
Right by the ear.
That's what I meant about he lulls you into a false sense of security. You start thinking that he's slow. You start thinking that that's the speed the techniques are coming at you, and then he explodes like that with that elbow.
They kicked simultaneously. Out of range.
Tavares a bit reluctant to charge in now after eating that left elbow.
He doesn't want to get tied up with Romero as well.
Well, he also doesn't want to get smashed like that. I mean, he's bleeding now. He got cut with that shot, and he definitely got stunned. There's no way you get hit with a shot like that. I mean, he could play it off, but he got hurt. And there's a left.
Flies through the air, Superman punch, and now looks to complete another takedown.
Yeah, that's a freak athlete. Yeah. I mean, the way that guy moves, there's not a lot of human beings that can move like that.
Certainly doesn't look 36 years old.
Doesn't even look human. Beautiful left and a right.
In the scramble, it's Romero who gets the better of the striking.
Well, like I said, I believe Tavares is still stunned.
From the elbow?
Stunned from the elbow and bewildered by the performance that Romero is putting on.
You can't really train for someone with the skill set of Romero, because there's not many people in the world like him.
Absolutely. And you know, you can't count out Tavares. He's tough as nails. He's as game as they come. And look at him again. Again, he's trying to take Romero down. I mean, the kid's scrappy as all get out, but it just seems like he's outmatched in the exchanges.
That elbow was so well timed. The most effective time to throw that elbow is when your opponent is charging in. And Romero opened the cut on the head of Brad Tavares with the effective elbow.
Come on, guys,
90 seconds here in round 2.
Come on, you gotta work. You gotta work.
Tavares has stopped the last 2 takedown attempts of Romero.
And Tavares is the one working for the takedown here, Mike. Look at this, and try to get it again. Romero flips him over. Romero grabs the leg. Can Tavares stand up?
Again, he gets a shot in close distance.
Well, if Romero's gonna get tired, now is the time.
Kick off the forearm.
Flying knee by Tavares in the right hand.
Kick off the forearms, then he pushes forward. 45.
Snaps him down.
Like you spoke of, Joe, Brad Tavares is always in any fight because he has one strike knockout power.
And he's game.
Yes.
He's never gonna quit. He's never gonna let himself have that mentality that he's lost the fight. Until that final buzzer goes off, he's in it to win it.
Like the future Hall of Famer, Baby J, BJ Penn says, just scrap.
Yes, segundo, 10 seconds.
Round 2 complete.
Back it up.
Watch this beautifully timed elbow by Yoel Romero. And here's another look at it. Just perfect timing. The speed and execution of Romero has been something to behold in these first 2 rounds.
You ready?
He caught the man moving in. That's highly effective. And he came up at an angle, great sportsmanship, where he got the elbow in the slicing motion and was able to open a cut on the head of Tavares. Great technique by Romero.
And that's technique in striking. As we said, I mean, his background is not as a striker. His background is as an elite wrestler, and he has figured out how to use those extreme athletic talents and become a great striker as well.
Romero, one of the only people to defeat the great Cael Sanderson 2 times. Cael, the 4-time national champion and gold medalist in 2004.
Knees in the clinch by Yoel Romero.
Cael Sanderson was 159-0 at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that's how insane Romero is.
Yeah,
beat that guy twice.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
It absolutely is. His younger brother, a pro boxer, and a good one. But Romero really putting it together against young Brad Tavares.
Tavares with a nice right hand there. He's got to go for broke here in the center of the cage.
Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan, welcome to Orlando. Fox UFC Saturday. This is our first fight in the middleweight division. Yoel Romero in the purple, Brad Tavares in the red. Our main event, Fabricio Werdum, Travis Browne in the heavyweight division. The winner gets a shot at Cain Velasquez and the heavyweight championship.
Tavares has had some decent success in this round with his leg kicks.
He's going to need more on the scorecards, though, Joe.
Well, he certainly is going to need a knockout, either a knockout or a submission. But at least with those leg kicks, he may be setting something up. And he goes high.
Yep.
Romero slides out of the way.
Midway point of the 3rd and final round. Look at how accurate Yoel Romero has been. That's outstanding.
That's ridiculous. And a beautiful step-in left hand.
So disciplined with his attack.
And as we pointed out before, you never know when it's coming.
Right. Oh, my God.
And those takedowns are something to behold. Staying high on Tavares' back.
This is not good for the Hawaiian. Six takedowns for Yoel Romero, and he has stopped all 5 of Brad Tavares' attempts.
Well, you got to give it up for Tavares just to try to take this guy down.
Right? And we've seen guys, Joe, who are built the way Romero is, the big, muscular guys, and you and I always talk about running out of gas. The way that Romero attacks the MMA game is one that helps him conserve his energy as well.
Yeah, that's slow, 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 explode. And also, when he does hit you and when he does throw you, it's so dominant that it makes you hesitate, and it allows him to control the pace.
Comes with what appears to be relative ease for Romero.
And he's good at slipping punches, too. And he just did a good job of avoiding that big right hand that Tavares threw at him. And he makes you think about coming in. Because of shots like that tight elbow that he landed, he makes you hesitate. And he who hesitates is lost in MMA.
Absolutely. Good movement.
Tavares has 20 seconds to go for broke.
And he really hasn't gotten a big strike, Joe.
You see
like
Romero just
changer.
Put his foot on the back of the cage and he's going to fly Alan Belcher style at him.
15 seconds.
Oh, left hand by Romero right on the button. And ragdolls him to the ground again.
Why not?
10 seconds.
What a way to finish a fight, where a lot of it has taken place. Top position for the Soldier of God.
And I'll say this, how much would you love to see this guy versus Chris Weidman? I mean, come on. That's a 185-pound fight for the ages. I mean, he has some more fights to get up to that level, but man, this kid is sensational.
Great job done by 36-year-old Yoel Romero against the younger, faster Brad Tavares. 7 takedowns. Our move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE is $40 period.
And there's that beautifully timed elbow by Yoel Romero. And here's one of a series of takedowns. Just stellar technique. And when he gets a hold of you, it's like your gravity goes away. Incredible wrestling, incredible MMA game.
Fans,
Yoel Romero.
We want to know what you think will be the best move of the night. Tweet and let us know at #MetroMove. And tune into the Fox UFC Saturday post-fight show on Fox Sports 2 for the winning move. Our official decision is coming up next, live on Fox.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero.
Easily the most impressive and sensational performance of his career against a very dangerous and talented Brad Tavares. What a showing tonight for Yoel Romero.
And you talked about the potential of Yoel Romero and Chris Weidman. Look at the longest active middleweight win streaks. Feet toward Belfort, Yoel Romero and the champion, Chris Weidman.
I think he's going to face some higher level competition before we can really sell him as a contender for Chris Weidman. But man, you want to talk about a guy who has potential. I don't think there's another man in the middleweight division that's that dominant.
And speaking of titles, 1 week from tonight, the longest reigning champion in UFC light heavyweight history, Jon Jones, looks to defend his belt for the 7th time as he fights Glover Teixeira, who hasn't lost in close to a decade.